It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a pro.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 49 yards. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Mariota now to throw on first down. Right side, and he finds Gray. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. Now a 2nd and 6. Ayuk goes in motion. Mariota now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Mariota again. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith. 27 yards, and the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands though.
Yeah.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Off the play fake, Mariota. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Mariota's throw pulled in by Kittle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, 52 yards. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
In motion right, Debo. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll sneak it with Mariota, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining.